Hello, everyone, and welcome back to part two of Crate Expectations. If you have not watched part one, it is on Zareth's channel. You can go and watch and like and subscribe and leave a comment and all those fun things. We also streamed it live on his Twitch channel, so that was fun. The whole thing with a whole bunch of other stuff in between.
Yeah, you guys missed all the bonus content.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could watch it here and then also watch the Twitch replay, I guess, if you just can't get enough Crate.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame anyone for wanting to do that. Just watch it on repeat,
Right.
honestly.
So before we do the viewer question, let's talk about these bow packs that came out that were price glitched on the Apple user side. So if you were on iOS, the $50 bow pack that got you was it 40 or $50 originally? I think it's 50
I think
because
it's
it
supposed to be 50 or
yeah,
something. Yeah,
and it
it
would
was
get
50 for
you.
me.
Yeah, because it's 70 for me originally.
Puh.
Yeah. And it would get you 50 shards each of the new marquee characters. So is it that you need for her? Uh Apple users were seeing it for $20. And it was only in game, so you didn't see it for that price in the web store. Um, and it was only on Apple. So,
Otherwise, the we peasants with droids had
yeah,
to, unless we had some way to also log in on Apple, had to pay
right,
$50 for the same thing.
right. So, I woke up and was hearing about this, and I did log in. Well, I downloaded the game on my iPad. I don't normally play on my iPad. Um, and I don't have it linked. So I had to link it, like do all this stuff. And then it kind of glitched out on my iPad and I had to like restart it and everything a few times. Plus, dealing with little man and all that kind of stuff. By the time I got around to it, it had been known for like 40 minutes, at least 45 minutes, that it was the wrong price. Um, when I went in to purchase it in game, and I have a photo of this, in game it showed 27.99, so $20 American, for the price. And then you clicked on the pack, it showed everything included, said you could buy two, it was going to be 27.99. You clicked on the purchase button, and then it popped up saying it was going to charge your credit card 69.99, so the full. So this was like right as they were fixing it, like tweaking it. And I was like, well, I'm not going to buy it. So I was lucky I was paying attention and actually like saw the price pop up. Which was
Oh,
actually really funny because I have a screenshot of that too, where you can see the price at 69.99 and you can see the green purchase button, great, kind of like faint in the background with 27.99 on it. So you can see the two prices are wrong. But they posted about it saying that they were aware it was wrong and they're gonna send out some kind of like, people were they made a post saying that people were charged the correct price. I think they are referring to people like me who may have seen the price in game at $20, but then the purchase price came up at full price. I think if your credit card statement says $20, like you're in the clear. You got away with it for 20 bucks.
yeah, you rotten bastards.
I know. I'm like, and you know what? I also was kind of like, and this is the thing with Bo not being permanent. It was such a good deal, but I was still like, when I was purchasing it or when I was trying to get the game up and running on my iPad and link my account and all this kind of stuff. In my head, I was like, I don't really need this pack though. Like I'm not gonna get her this time. And by the time she comes back, I probably would have done it anyway through farming the characters. So I don't really need to spend the money on this. But I was still doing it anyway. Um, so yeah.
If they had offered those for 20, they probably would have hooked me into trying to just get the damn character unlocked right then. I think that would have priced me in. Like that 100 shards of each for 40 bucks. That would have done it, I think, probably, but
Yeah.
instead it's $100, and the fact that they were giving it cheaper to one group than the other, whether or not it was intentional, just pissed me off, and I just stopped.
Yeah. So I don't know what they're gonna do in terms of like a make good or whatever. I personally was like, why not just make it $20 across the board and make it a 24-hour flash sale and then next day have it go back to regular price?
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
at that point, so many people have bought it anyway.
I always wonder what happens with something like that because it clearly is going to cost them money on some level, right? Like that's going to hurt them as a company.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, I don't really. I'm not saying I feel bad for them. I really don't. That's their mistake. They need to just. I mean, they'll just take it. They'll be okay. I'm sure. But
Hmm.
I'm always curious. Does that hurt someone's job?
I
Just by
know.
like, it does. Is there a certain point where you lose enough money for your company, they just have to fire you?
I mean, I would think that for any company, not just them.
Probably, yeah. It's just I see that, and I wonder how CG sees that, and I hope that someone didn't get fired on Christmas, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. I would hope that wouldn't be the case. That makes me feel bad. But
I know that's like the thing that kept occurring to me. I don't know why. That's just the thing. I was like, man, this sucks.
I I saw a ton of people cracking jokes, but like, oh, the intern must have messed up and stuff like that. But yeah.
Someone wasn't having a good day for sure, but I mean, yeah, the whole Bo-Katan event. I guess I'm glad I never didn't get her. I would have liked to, but it would have cost me a lot of money. So
Yeah. I will say, at least now my accounts are linked for future Apple errors and I can take advantage of them faster, maybe.
maybe
Who knows?
no one
Um,
knows.
yeah, so just it's just a weird thing, but whatever.
I guess I'm okay. Whatever.
I think the only reason I'm okay with it is because it wouldn't have gotten me per this go around anyway. That's the only reason why I'm okay with it.
Well, I mean, it saved me the stress of having to find a way. It's like, my wife probably she has an iPhone. I
Hmm.
could have maybe talked her into making
Right.
that work. I think she was out of town that day, actually, so it would have been really convoluted trying to get those packs from her phone. But
Yeah, that would have been
like,
annoying.
I don't know. I'm glad I just didn't have to make a decision at the end of the day, really.
Yeah.
So I wasn't gonna get them anyways. So um, yeah, whatever.
Uh,
Yeah,
do you want to do the viewer question now that we feel
sure.
kind of meh on the Bopac situation?
Yeah, we're all sad
Or
now.
sad that we missed it.
It's fine.
Um, it was a little bit of like FOMO though, I will say, before we do this viewer question. That's what it was that was driving me. It was the FOMO.
Yeah, it's just unlock Leviathan to me that I can't miss that. That would have been devastating. Missing unlocking Leia, like trying to get her as soon as possible.
Hmm.
And Jedi Cal was also really important. Those are my FOMO
Right.
minutes. Bo, they didn't hype her enough.
I wasn't even like FOMOing on not getting Bo. I was FOMOing on the
The
pack because the
packs
pack
themselves,
it was such a good deal that I was like, I want the deal. I'm like a marketing team
sure.
ideal customer. Anytime I see like a crazy sale like that, I'm like, I want that. I don't need it.
I know. I see these light speed bundles, and I'm like, I should just buy this anyways, even though it doesn't do anything for my account.
Right. Like I just want it. So anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so viewer question, and then we'll go into the game. I had liked this question a lot too because we talked about a little bit about Bane last week. So because he's the conquest unit that we're trying to unlock.
Okay.
Um, So Adise is asking, how much should I care about Bane if I don't have C and I don't plan to get him anytime soon?
Yeah.
Kind of feels like he won't be useful without C, like how Ben isn't super useful without Ray.
What do you think?
So I'm curious about this because at first I was like, oh, well, he has a leadership ability and you can put him with your other Sith. I'm like, you don't have C and you're not going after C anytime soon. Your other Sith probably aren't very strong. And Bane sounds like he wants strong, high relic Sith characters with him if you're going to use him um, as the leader. So I feel like I wouldn't ignore him to the point that I wouldn't unlock him and I wouldn't go after his shards, but I probably wouldn't care about gearing him.
Yeah, there's a lot of thing. I mean, it's all just theory right now. He's gonna hit really hard. It looks like he's got all the indicators of probably just destroying people even
Hmm.
without Sith Eternal around. And so if you could put him with like Savage, I keep on thinking, what if he goes with Savage, just the two of them, with the Omicron on Savage. Seems like there's some pretty good synergy there. At the same time, I think. I think that you don't want to just say, not gonna unlock him, gonna take this conquest off.
Hmm.
Like I would at least go for the long term farm, because here's the other piece of it is they have been releasing these lightspeed bundles. They released Kylo
Yeah.
and Rey. The next one that they're gonna release, the next GL beyond Rey and Kylo, maybe they'll re-release them a couple times and stuff. But the next one's gonna be Sith Eternal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember thinking, well, I don't care on Prevail Man. I don't care if I have Ben. That doesn't matter
Hmm.
because I don't have Ray. And I'm not gonna farm Ray because there's no point in farming Ray. Those characters are mostly worthless, and the fleet is mostly worthless. And I don't want to spare enough Zetas and Omicrons to make those worthless characters good with Zori, because
Hmm.
that's an extra farm that I don't have to do. So I was never gonna get Ray. And then Ray cost $10, and I unlocked her immediately, kind of. And now I don't have Ben. I mean, I didn't
Right.
stop. I wouldn't have. I wasn't in a position to get Ben when he was available, anyways. So it's a
Hmm.
little different, but you just never know what's going to happen. And if you're gonna spend $10 on the game for Sith Eternal Emperor, it'd be nice to have Bane
Hmm.
in your back pocket at least.
Well, and like that's why, like I always, always, always say, unlock the character even if you're not gear. I said that for Ben. I don't, if you don't have Ray, unlock the character and just don't gear him. Leave him at gear one, level one. I don't care, but you don't want to get caught down the road where you're like, crap, I should have gotten him. And now I'm gated behind proving grounds. Like that's the big thing with Conquest for me. It's like, don't get gated behind proving grounds. If you can avoid it, just try and get as many shards as possible so you can unlock the character.
Absolutely. Well, it's an interesting thing with that Prevail Man account because I was making videos on how to beat the Proving Grounds stuff, and
Hmm.
now I have enough for the Fury Interceptor, enough shards that I won't be able to farm that and do the missions,
Oh.
and everything past that.
Oh, that's interesting.
So at some point, I'll just have to stop making videos on those new ones because
Yeah.
I've been unlocking them, even though it takes 6 months for me to unlock.
Right,
You know,
because you're getting enough shards from the crates.
right?
Yeah. Yep.
In a way, getting crate 5 is the most efficient route
Hmm.
if you think about it. Because that, like, all those shards that you're getting for the subsequent 3 months after you unlock a lot of people unlock the character. We just unlocked Moff Gideon.
Right.
The next three conquests, including the one we're in right now, will have a ton of Moff Gideon shards that just go to the shard shop
Right.
for a lot of people, but but not Prevail Man. He's gonna use those.
But like that's really all you need. You just need the shards.
Just need them.
So yeah, I my too long didn't read answer is probably wouldn't gear them. I would definitely try to unlock them though.
Yeah, definitely try to unlock, and keep in mind that maybe you do want to gear him.
Yeah. Yeah. Like there might be a really fun use for him,
The,
depending on
yeah,
what your Sith look like.
right. Well, yeah, it's all if you don't have any of them relict or anything. He's gonna
Mhm.
make something really good, I think. It seems like he can't help but be at least decent.
Totally. Um, okay. So do we want to go into the game and look at a pack while we've been talking about packs?
Oh, I know you do, so well, I'll just tag along.
Okay, cool. Come along for the ride, which is
Whoa.
what she said. Sorry.
She has
She's all
such
over the
interesting
place.
things to say.
We gotta keep scrolling past all of this junk. Okay, we're here. We've arrived.
All right, Legacy of Starkiller bundle.
Yeah. So this is $40 American. It's 55 Canadian. So
This is so
yay.
sad, man.
I
Like
know.
when you hold it up next to the Starkiller bundle, the light speed bundle that they sold for $50, and you got them
I
all Relic
know.
5 instantly.
So that's my question on this pack because if you missed that bundle or you chose not to buy it or whatever, do you run the risk? Like, do you just ignore this and be like, maybe that Lightspeed bundle will come back one day? Or do you go and like farm them the hard way? Like what do you do here? What do you do? Because this feels like a really tough pill. Like if I if I needed Star Killer still and I knew that there had been that pack for $50 and now you're showing me this one for 40 American, 55, you know what I mean? I would be annoyed that you were showing me this one and not the Lightspeed one again. I'd be like, bring that one back. Like you can do it.
They could. This. Oh, okay, hold on. So you're not even just getting 1 through 50 shards.
No.
It's just one of these things.
So you get a chance for one of the following. You get 50 shards for dash and then a whole bunch of the
Some
gear.
some of that gear, yeah.
And then 50 shards for yeah, so it's literally 50 shards for one character, and then you get 25 shards of the other three.
Wait, hold on. But this the last one is just maybe that's one of the options, right? It says one of the following. So you
Oh
can get
yeah, you're
50, 50
absolutely right.
shards,
Sorry. Yeah,
50
each
shards with
bundle,
a bunch of gear,
yeah,
or you get 25 shards
of
of each
each. So
for $40.
I'd be like, no, give me the Lightspeed bundle back.
They're
I feel like
accelerated characters in
that
Conquest or in Cantina.
that's another point. They're accelerated now. So that makes this even more bad.
This is awful. This is atrocious, and this shouldn't exist, in my opinion. This is. I don't like to use the word predatory, really. I just. I, how can this exist in a world where they just sold these characters at
Mhm.
Relic 5 each for $50 for the same price as you get almost nothing compared to this madness?
That's what I'm getting at. Like this feels like really friggin' disgusting. Why would you even still have this as an option now? Like I think especially once you make those Lightspeed packs, you should not be offering this anymore. Because like these packs aren't in the store permanently. This has a 2-day timer left on it. The Lightspeed pack can have a timer on it too. Just make it come back less frequently if you wanted. Like
Rokaren says it's only $5 on iOS.
ah man. Yeah, it just feels really, really, really dirty.
Yeah, this is I don't know. I guess I'm not going to say it's an insult, but I would be so curious to know how much money they made and how many people would, if they realized just how bad this deal is
Mhm.
compared to the Lightspeed bundle,
Mhm.
how many people would be irate about it.
Right. Yeah, yeah. It's gross. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, You know what? When we were looking at it, I thought that initially this was going to be 50 shards for each, or at least some variable, like where you get close to 50 of each. And
Yeah,
even then, I would have probably said no, just farm them in Cantina, man. They're fast farms.
yeah, yeah. This is just brutal.
This is yeah, just big thumbs down. Don't do that, guys.
Gross. All right. Well, on that note,
All right, yeah, we're gonna have to review someone's awful roster here soon too. Yikes,
but
man.
first we can look at a character.
Oh, good. They're not
Right.
necessarily gonna be awful character, at least.
Um, okay, so we're gonna look at Sith characters because we're in the middle of unlocking a Sith character in Conquest. So let's talk about Savage because apparently we haven't talked about him before.
He's the guy I. Ah, this it's funny. I shouldn't admit it, but I guess I will. When I did my Omicron
Hmm.
rankings, I was gonna put him on the top rank, but I knew I was gonna get a ton of people yelling at me in the comments if I put him one rank down, and I was like, that'll drive engagement, and it sure did.
You're like, I'm gonna manipulate the comments section. Thank you very much.
So many people were so mad. Like, how could you possibly say that he's not top tier? And I'm like, there's a good reason. I'm just, I'm disinclined to tell you about it right now.
On that note, I would also encourage people to manipulate the comments section. Okay, so let's talk about Savage.
I've
I
actually changed my mind about
oh
his Omicron. That it should be a rank lower. No,
oh God.
just getting you some comments. That's all.
Oh man. Um, okay,
Yeah.
so I apparently took mine to Relics and gave him an Omicron. I'm pretty sure he just lives on defense for me though.
What are you? What's going on with him? What's your use case for him? What's going on?
Um, I think he yelled at me to gear him, and one of my patrons, Vaughn, yelled at me to gear him, so I felt really bullied. Then I chose to gear him.
I Your Savage triggers me so much.
Why?
I mean, beyond the one mod that's not 6E,
I know, I know, I really should fix that.
it's also like Relic 3. So the thing about Savage is he regenerates so nicely. He keeps coming. Like he gains all the turn meter and he keeps just erasing the damage that you did to him. And at Relic 3, he's just low enough that you could maybe one shot him with certain things.
So I need to make him higher, is what you're telling me. I gave him Relic 3 so I could put a Datacron on the team.
I mean that's good. It's a good start. I think if you're gonna. So here's the thing about Savage too. He's good. He's also, and this is part of why I was able to justify putting him a rank down from
Hmm.
from the top. Is you don't need him anywhere in the game other than GAC. That's the only place you
Yeah.
use him is GAC because he's not this awesome pre-taunt, ridiculously resilient guy in any
Hmm.
other game mode, and he's not required for any other farm or anything anywhere. There's nothing that's like, hey, if you don't have Savage, like screw you, you can't do this.
Right.
There's nothing. There's like you could most accounts are fine without him unless you realize how dominant he is in GAC, which he is.
Hmm.
And so if you're going to farm up a character that's just completely superfluous to the rest of the game, I would say he's like one of the most luxury. I would just go a little more all in. Like you already did the really tough part by adding an Omicron
I
and
know.
all, and you got him. I mean, you even put 80 bronzium wiring on him. For relic.
So why
Relic.
not give him more?
Yeah, I think so. Make it so that he's actually a pain.
I can't.
Well, that's another issue entirely that you needed to work on. But
Sad.
Sad.
Um, yeah.
He is really
So
good though.
I will say like I got him up and I was like he's just gonna plug a spot on my defense that I had crap there before. So you can go here and be a little bit less crappy.
A little less crap. Yeah. So yeah, he's. Hold on. What team do you put him on defense? Out of curiosity.
I think he's with my Treya team.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. In fives. I don't think he does anything in threes.
What?
I could be crazy. Should we go look?
I'm afraid
I'm
to
also
look.
afraid.
He's so good in three. Like fives, he's good, but you can kind of drown out his impact a little bit with like extra damage you add or something, or add Thrawn to tie his hands behind his back and fracture him. But like in threes, he is just such a unit, so good.
We just went over this. I somehow won the final round this week by sending in a Wampa and then walking away from the entire round.
Right, so you're just good at threes
I'm,
without Savage. That's good.
I don't know. So, okay, so what you're saying is I need to revamp my three board and put him there. And also relic him higher.
Yeah, I think so. Just because his whole thing is being really tough to hurt and kill.
Right.
So lots of health, lots of defense, all that stuff. Yeah.
I will,
Otherwise,
I will say when I've faced him, I have been scared enough that I always go in with an overpowered team.
yeah. I mean, there are certain teams that don't really care that much about what he does,
Hmm.
but I mean, a lot of people will actually just take if you don't want to use him on defense. Like one thing you could do is he solos the CLS team in threes.
Really?
He solos General Grievous. I think he even I don't know if he does it in fives or not. Probably. Like he kills he solos things. That's one of the arguments a lot of people say. Early game he solos things in GAC, and I'm like, well, so does Nest. So does like a
Yeah.
lot. So does
So does
Wampa.
Malik.
Yeah, a lot of different characters do, but he does it really well, and he kills a few teams that like Malik or Nest would fail on, like CLS. So
You've piqued my interest. I do enjoy sending in solo characters.
he really is. He's very very good at what he does. It's just one game mode.
Yeah.
That's my only complaint about him.
Yeah. Which is fair.
And somehow he's the same species as Maul, even though they look really different in a lot of ways.
They have the horns.
I guess so, but it's like way crazier horns.
Yeah, he kind of looks like he has like a crown of horns. And Maul just kind of looks like he's like just starting to, I don't
May-
know.
Maybe he has jaundice or something. I don't know. He just looks so different for some reason. I don't know. It's not a big deal. Just you know, it's
Uh,
fine.
all right. Well, now I feel like I have to relic him. I feel like I just got bullied even more into relicing my Savage higher.
I didn't do it. Blame logic.
But BB-8, man, he really likes those relics.
All right, let's see
For Maul.
BB-8. Let's go look at your
I
BB-8.
just wanted to look at Maul's horns. See, like they're like mini ones.
They're like little nubs.
Yeah.
Not everyone has the same size, so of horn.
All right. Um, do we want to roast the roster?
Yeah,
Not
I
my
want to
roster.
let's look at your BB9 real quick.
Look at
You
my baby
you
nine.
brought it up.
He's all shiny. He's done.
Where's his 6E?
Don't worry about it. I don't have the mats. I've used
Where
them all.
where's his Christmas hat?
Where's
He
his
should have
Christmas
he
hat?
should have like a Santa hat on
He
him or
should.
something.
I did it on Christmas Day, so I would always remember what day I did it on.
How fast is he? Let's
He's
see.
that. I actually, he's not that fast. He's only 302. I had him
Man,
faster, and then I rejigged a bunch of teams, and I had to pull from him, and I felt really guilty doing it, like obscenely guilty. Like I should not feel that guilty taking mods from a character, and I felt really bad.
I'm just you did it for the meme, but then you didn't totally commit. It's a sad thing to live in both worlds. I
Why
mean,
do you keep
you
pushing me into these situations?
I don't know. It must be really tough to do a weekly show with me where I'm gonna try to push you toward competitive decisions, and you're gonna be like, but no, that was for something awesome, not for something competitive. I'm like, yeah, but competition.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
I smiled when I saw you did that. Actually, I legitimately did,
I believe that.
and not like in a judgy way. Just like, oh, that's cool.
She did it. She did it. Okay, let's roast a roster for real now
Sure, let's do it.
before little man wakes up.
Vaughn in chat, he says, now we know where your roster 300 game is.
That is fair. Oh
It's
man.
true. It's good to know.
Okay, so this is a patron that we're roasting, the bow
Oh,
tiger.
all right.
Phoenix Reborn.
Let's see.
All right.
Phoenix. Bow
Yeah.
Tiger. Okay.
Oh, that's
Not like bow
interesting.
staff. He's a Rhodium
So
4.
he gave like a little bit of a blurb. He started playing November 2021. So he doesn't have a what were those called? Lifetime banners?
Oh, yeah. The legacy stuff, whatever they're called,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So November 2021. And then I'll give you the rest of the blurb when we actually look at the roster. 6.9 GP. I've not looked at this at all. I don't know what to expect.
6.9. Okay, so
Yeah.
Prevail Man just got into Kyber at 7 million, like right about the same GP. So just good to have, a basis of like what. And Prevail Man only has a 4-star executor,
All right.
so not to compare sizes, but you know.
Is there a reason, and I say this because I tend to ignore ships, so if is there a reason to run IG in the starting executor squad instead of CAD?
I mean, I don't know.
Because
Don't really think so. I
I
think it
don't think
messes.
there is, but maybe it messes with the counter.
I mean, it messes with people who are trying to use like finalizer on it.
Right, like if
But
CAD comes in as the reinforcement.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Maybe is this the setup that I put out a video a while ago saying Executor can kill Leviathan, and now I don't remember what the comp was. I think you need triple attacker for that though.
Mm.
Maybe for the comp that I was advocating, and I think the one that I've heard about is the one with Slave One starting. So I don't know what this is. He's number 13, so he's probably just in a shard full of executors. They don't really know what they're doing.
Fair.
You
All
know?
right.
They're
Let's
just
look.
like, yeah, like this is the best team. Says obviously.
Obviously. Okay. Looking at ships.
It's funny that he's in chat right now.
Hmm.
He's
Oh.
trying to defend himself, and I'm having none of it. I don't care what your defense is. No,
Uh,
no extenuating circumstances, please.
okay, so we're missing two capital ships. What are we missing? Leviathan and Profundity?
Yeah, like the ones that are worth having.
Right.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
5-star Radis. So
Yeah.
I know that he did say he bought the Ray Radis bundles. Which makes sense. 5-star
Okay.
Radis. Okay. So, and 6-star Executor.
I got him all the way into a Rhodium 4. Nice.
Mm-hmm. A lot of level 1 ships.
Yeah. A lot of unfarmed ships.
Yep. Yep.
Sith fighters like
This is
I
why.
I
This
can
is
be
why.
farmed.
Yeah. This is why no Leviathan. There's no Sith ships.
Well, I mean, obviously the account is probably not going to be that good in Conquest either, so probably not going to, you know, get there. But
Okay.
yeah, it's tough, man.
Uh, okay. I mean, some, at least the pilotless ones are farmed, sort of.
I feel like that's become the precondition for people to stick their necks out
Yeah.
and actually get their roster roasted here because that's been fertile ground for me for so long, and then suddenly it's just dried up, and I think it's all the people who are like, oh crap, I better go. I'll star those ones up so Zareth doesn't shout at me. All right,
This is like the funniest thing to me to see like the light speed packs and you get the relic
yeah.
pilots, but then the ship isn't done.
It's
Which
three
like
stars. Yeah, clearly not farmed.
like
Why would you have farmed that one? Clearly, like, why would you farm the Rose's hot sister ship unless unless you had that fleet? You know
uh I
that
mean,
one's defensible. I feel like
I
it is
know,
funny though.
I'm just saying it looks funny because it's 3 stars.
No,
Six
you're
star
right.
Dagger.
You're totally right. It's also funny when you see a ship like see Palpatine's shuttle. First
Yeah.
off, it's not farmed because it feels like that's the longest farm in the game. It feels like it's on an
That's a brutal
expensive.
farm.
It's on its expensive node, and it's a ship that it's like. Well, Empire fleet aren't obviously the meta, so
Hmm.
it's tough to make time or effort to, and it's not accelerated. It's just brutal. And then if you don't have say the Eternal Emperor, then you're not going to farm or gear Royal Guard, who takes 400 or 500 Carbanti,
Yeah, that's true.
which is expensive early game, regardless of if you're doing the new raid or not. So but it is funny though to see Relic 7 Emperor Palpatine,
Yep.
purple Royal Guard. Yeah, it's just
Okay. So there it's fine, I guess.
it's not really. Let's
Just
move on. Gosh.
I want to see Datacrons real quick. All right. That's basically what I expected to see, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, I mean, if you want to just stay in Erodium level, yeah, that's pretty good.
Some people don't like Datacrons. Okay, so before we click on the characters, he bought the Ray Radis bundles. Kylo was the first GL that he unlocked, but he did it like the old way where you farm everything the long way. Um, Working towards Jedi Master Luke and Jabba. So,
All right, so
so
two
we
GLs.
so we
So
don't
what?
okay, we only have 2 GLs. Okay.
Relic
Probably
7 on Kylo, which is madness to me. It's like where you
yeah,
get all
because
your power going from 7 to 8.
he was the first one that you unlocked too. So like that would make more sense to me to see Ray at Relic 7 instead of Cal. This is, man, that kind of hurts.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, we go into decision making process, and that there's like not not a good. It's not good. It's not looking great for Mr. Bow Tiger here, Mr. Bowstaff.
Okay.
So, okay, so where is the 300 line,
All right.
Sarah?
Let's
You could just say it. We could cut out like 10
I
minutes of this.
didn't look. Yikes on Dash. Holy.
I'm so glad that came out. Good. Yeah, because honestly, you have the Omicron on him, but not. So you don't have Star Killer.
No.
He had to pay to get Ray. Like what has he been farming for 2 years?
Has it been 2 years since 20? Yeah, I guess so. No, doesn't
I
it
know
take a
math
long?
is hard, but
Math is hard. Don't roast me. Roast the roaster.
okay.
Uh,
Uh,
it takes a long time to like get up there and get a G. It takes like 6 months. Did you buy the hyperdrive bundle?
yeah, a hyperdrive bundle is a pretty big hurdle.
Mara's at Relic 3 there with her Omicron. So yeah. Working on Star Killer, but okay. Where's the 300 line? Um,
What's below this one? You start getting into some pretty sketchy characters that you don't want to be at 300, but at the same time, there's not that many characters at the 300 line if Grandmaster Yoda is the cutoff.
why is
It's
your Poe Dameron faster than your Han Solo?
How much do you want to bet that he went in, like he found out he was going to have his roster roasted, and he specifically went in
Yeah,
and put Bosk a little
I,
faster than Grief?
I can't. I know because I
he
always
like
fixate on that. I'm like, where's Bosk? Where's Grease?
he panicked, modded them.
Um, but why is Poe faster than Han? That just seems that is weird. It doesn't seem weird. That is. Oops, I clicked on one. Don't look at it. I didn't look at it.
Not this time. You didn't.
Okay. Where do you think the line is?
Dear Lord,
Do you
Mother
need me
of
to go
God.
back up?
Yeah, I don't think it's anywhere here. It shouldn't be. Gosh, if Veteran Han is that, that would be madness. Who guessed last time? Well, I guess I'm the only one who guessed last time. But like, who said their number last time first?
I think I went first last time because you made that crack about me saying between.
Oh yeah, you did. That was you. You provided the outline for me. I wasn't bright enough to take it.
Oh man.
All right.
Um,
I'm
okay.
okay. So if I have to go first, then I'm gonna say the cutoff is Tie Fighter pilot.
That's what I was gonna say.
Then I guess I won. What do you got?
I don't know. I can't say that. I can't say anything near that. This is such a weird order of characters. Okay. I think I'm gonna say I'm gonna say first order officer. No, yeah. Yeah.
Man, I'll be really sad if Piet isn't 300 speed.
So, TIE fighter pilot, we want to look at that.
TIE pilot?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, let's see it. Oh no.
Oh no. 266.
No!
Yikes. Yikes.
No!
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh
No.
man. Oh man. 281. Holy crap. So, what okay, let's look at Bosk then.
Please, I don't want. Could I just stop this now?
288. Oh my gosh. Where is it? Where is it Jedi Knight Revan?
It's gotta be Ray.
You think it's Ray? Bosk is 288. It's got to be
I'm,
Jedi Knight Revan.
I, I'm just talking trash, Sarah. This
Oh
is a
my gosh, it's
roast.
not Jedi Knight Revan. It's 298.
I feel numb right now.
Ah, man. It's Hux. 300 Hux. Youch, that's 8 characters. We gotta talk about
But
like I
for
hate
the
mods, but we gotta talk about some mod farming. Yikes.
I,
Ah.
I'm like just speechless. That's all. Okay. Very well.
GLs don't count. Good point. Oh man. Um, what do you want to look at? I'll just undo the speed sorting.
You need to use air quotes with that. The speed sorting.
Yeah.
They're like, you know, at factory
Ah,
level.
2-year-old account. 2-year-old account. Man, okay. What do you want to look at? Pick a faction.
Um, Jedi.
All right.
I think it's Jedi Luke, right? Like he has Wampa relic.
He's got
So,
Wampa Relic, so yeah, there's Jedi Knight Luke. So
all
he's
right.
going after. Okay, Jolie's at Relics. That's sort of promising.
Shaak T's like, I don't need
I
you.
don't need Relic.
I don't need to
Uh,
be good. Qui-Gon's like, well, I don't care.
uh,
Who's this Beck guy? Who,
this
people
guy.
say people say he's supposed to be making me better. I don't know. I just don't see it happening.
Wonder why.
Me
Oh
either,
man.
Qui-Gon.
Ah man.
By the way, did you get that? Why they called it the best Jedi?
Yeah, man, because it's Ahmed Best.
Good. All right. High five.
Think I'm new here or something?
Hey, we found something positive in this roast. Let's move on.
Okay. Let's look at it unaligned force users.
In chat, he says, "I'm just waiting till Zareth sees one of my conquest tunes."
All right.
So is this going to be
Oh
Ben
dear. I see one.
Malicos?
Yeah.
You
Yikes.
didn't even
Whoops.
put level 85 on him.
No, he's level 1, gear 1. Why? I mean, I guess you don't. Oh, those poor inquisitors.
Oh no! Look at the bottom two though.
I know, Seer and baby cow. That's so
Oh,
sad.
why are they 4-star? Like
Why
you
aren't
just
they
like got bored of farming
farmed?
them. Like oh, right. I didn't want to have a good roster, so just leave them at 4.
No, I know Ben unlocked. Who else is an unaligned force user? I don't know. There's
I
too
mean,
many.
it's Malicos. You know, it's the whole roster. But let's continue, I
Well, we got
guess.
Ray without Ben. We were just
Right.
talking about that. Okay. What do you want to look at? Let's look at Imperial troopers.
Why not?
Because, that seems like a good idea.
Narrator. It wasn't.
Iden's got her Omicron. Why?
It helps in the raid. I probably. I heard.
Man, I'm just so sad. Troopers are so much fun. They're so much fun.
Not these ones. Not every squad. Not every version of troopers.
Man. Gotta farm Dark Trooper. Man, okay.
He's not. Hold on. He's not even 7-star.
No, he's still 6-star. And whatever this gear level is.
Hey,
8?
remember
9?
how I was giving you crap about your Relic 8 Moff Gideon?
Yeah.
I found its opposite. And the hilarious part is the two of you probably care about your Moff Gideons the same amount.
Same amount. Yeah. Man. Okay. Let's do another faction.
Oh Lord.
And then we'll do my favorite part.
All right. We'll end the stream instantly at some point. What do you think? Separatists or Sith Empire?
Ooh. Let's
Just go quick glance at Sith Empire, no, just Sith. Let's just see if he has.
Sith?
Let's just see what garbage he's got in there.
Didn't we look at Sith? No. No, we didn't.
No, because I want to see what his Savage is like, out of curiosity.
It's like mine. We're twins. I don't know if that's good.
He's your patron. He's like, oh, I'll just copy Sarah's roster.
Man.
Okay, so
Okay. That's Sith.
That's tragic. Oh, Sith, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and now the final faction. Yeah, I wanted to see is
Separatist.
yeah, Just out of curiosity.
Okay. What? You gotta give some gear to what?
Django. Dude.
Poggle has an Omicron? Why?
I feel like his guild is making him do some stupid crap. Like he has Mara Jade with her Omicron. I mean, not that that's a bad Omicron. I just look at that. Droidica has an Omicron. Lots of Omis for territory wars.
But at least the GG team is all fully relicked. I mean, they could go up higher. Like your Grievous should really be way higher than Relic 3.
Yeah.
Same with your B1 and your B2. Man, you
Just
might as well just do IG while you're at it as well.
and Droidica is the reason you have that team farmed up anyway. So okay.
Ah, okay.
I mean, I might just end it now.
Oh, I want to see the favorite part. I want to make you sad.
That's sadness.
We made
part.
you speechless. Let's make you sad.
This is
The end of the world as we know it. Look at that, Admiral Radis. Yikes. You gotta focus fleets. That's the key. And getting profundity is gonna be yikes on Echo too.
Marin.
Oof. Oh, we don't care about a lot of things. Poor armorer.
All right, I'm done. Goodbye.